Canes. Well, you know we're always going to talk some Canes. It's going to get brought up in the conversation. We're going to talk Miami Hurricanes. Don't worry. But I also wanted to use this opportunity to uh, do a Q&A and give you guys an opportunity maybe to learn some things about me you didn't know, ask me some questions. Because here's the deal. This time last year, I want you to wrap your head around something, and it's still hard for me to do it. Last year, we were half as many subs as we have right now. We were around 6,000 subscribers this time last year. We now have over 12,100 subscribers. So my idea was there are a lot of people here that don't know a whole lot about me. All they know is my crazy antics, flipping some tables, doing the live stream from the garbage can. That's all they know about me. They don't know some personal things about me. So I figured why not do a Q&A stream, and then we'll sprinkle in some Miami Hurricanes talk as well. So hopefully you guys had a good Valentine's Day. But I'm not asking for details, okay? Please don't put them in the live chat. John Bird, how you doing? How was your Valentine's, Logan? Nick Polly in the chat. Mel, Bergie, Shane, Dante. It's good to see you guys. You got a nice lady to let you rock YouTube on V-Day. Yeah, man. Yeah, somebody said, what did you get your wife for Valentine's Day? We didn't get each other anything. For us, I don't judge people who do stuff on Valentine's Day. For us, we look at Valentine's Day as a card and candy holiday, so it's an opportunity for companies to make money. Well, you go out to eat and wait in line for hours and hours if you don't have a reservation. So it just seems kind of silly to us, and I'm very lucky. I'm not gonna lie, to have a wife who thinks that way. Like she's like, yeah, cool. Why do something on Valentine's Day? Let's just stay in. Maybe you can stream or something. So hey, pretty lucky, right? Hopefully your trash can stays in the garage this year. I hope so, man. I hope so. Rumors are getting weird on campus. What rumors are we talking about? I know some people are bringing up the rumors about Tua's brother. Let me just go ahead and tell you, I think there's a 0% chance of that happening. How many of you actually think that Tua's brother is going to come to Miami just because he gets drafted to the Dolphins, if that happens? See, look, we're already kicking off the Q&A with Miami Hurricanes talk. I told you. Don't worry. What do you think? I'm single right now, so I got off cheap. All right, Bergie. Okay. I mean, yeah. Get yourself something nice, I don't think there's any way though. No, and to be honest, I'm not that interested. I mean, is anyone else like we got to go get this guy?
This is what it takes.
No thanks. Hard pass.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Coop, how'd you become a Canes fan?
How did I become a Canes fan? Southwest Florida Cane. Thank you for the $10, man. Let me get you up on top dono and we can discuss. I'm waiting for a few more people to roll in here. The cool thing is people can watch this after the fact and then get to know me a little bit. So let me go ahead and get it out of the way while I'm adding him up here, guys. The idea tonight is we can talk Canes, but you're also more than welcome to ask me anything you want. It does not have to be football related. You can say, hey, Coop, how long you been married? Hey, Coop, do you have any pets? Hey, Coop, what's your favorite basketball team? Coop, did you play football? Like, you can ask me anything you want to ask me. Does not matter. It can be as personal as you want. I'm an open book. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. Like, I'd put anything out there on the internet. So, it is what it is. You bought your wife a new riding lawnmower for Valentine's Day? Well, maybe for myself. Jeff says, look, the yard will be nice and mowed. So it's a win-win. The yard looks good in the neighborhood, and I'll even do the work of running the equipment and mowing the yard. So that's a fantastic idea, Jeff. Hey, man. Where was the Winter Jam at, Russell? I know it was at Thompson Bowling when I went.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Just wanna get this night kicked off right. Hope all is well with the fam.
Ooh! Nick Polly 48, my good friend. On a Q&A stream? Are you sure, Nick Polly? Are you sure? My goodness gracious. Thank you, man. Holy moly. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, give me a tough question. You want to know the answer to, Nick Polly? Give me a tough one. Hit me with something. You've been around for a while though. Nick Polly, for you guys don't. Do you want me to tell them who you used to be, Nick Polly? That you may not want me to do that. If you don't want me to do that, then I won't. But you guys know who Nick Polly is. Trust me, you know who he is. Casey, it's good to see you, man. Oh, no problem. No problem, Casey. It's all right. You know, I got you and I got it. Appreciate you, man. I know you do. And listen, it means a ton. We've had a lot of private one-on-one conversations and stuff, and I greatly appreciate you, man. You have no idea. You do know. You do know, actually. What's up, Miami boy? How you doing? Andy, we're doing a Q&A, guys. You can throw any kind of questions at me you want. So, Southwest Florida Cane donated 10 a minute ago and asked how I became a Canes fan. Let's talk about it for a minute. I did a video, but we can talk about it. Go for it. Nick Polly is Nicholas Policastro, the first man who really ever, I would say, owned the whiteboard. If you guys have been around Coach Coop for a while, that man owned the whiteboard. Okay. So that's Nicholas Policastro. It's good to see you, man. Hey, it's good to see you too, Randy. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm not taking phone calls tonight. I'm trying to pay more attention to you guys in the chat. Coop, do you have any little Coops? I'm getting so distracted. I'll address all the questions. My wife and I had a daughter, but she passed away last year at 8 months. So... again, I said you can ask any questions you want. You can get as personal as you want. Her name was Lily. So I do not have any kids currently, but hopefully in the future. I think that we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm 30 though, man. I'm getting old. So you know we're starting to. I'm getting to the end of. You know what I'm saying?
This is what it takes.
So hopefully
to
later.
you on the side of your helmet.
Let's do this. Nick Polly 48 raising hands.
Southwest Florida Cane, thank you for another 15, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, for those of you that were around a long time, I actually did a video from the hospital last year when all of that happened. Actually, just kidding. It's been 2 years ago. Just kidding. Time flies, man. Time flies, you know, and it sucks. It sucks when you have things like Christmas and stuff to decorate your kid's grave instead of getting them presents. I know it's getting real deep. That's getting real deep, I know. But, man, it sucks, man. It sucks. It's been really tough. It's been a tough couple of years. But you guys have helped me get through it. You know, my family members and stuff here, you guys are always lifting me up, encouraging me, and we're always chit-chatting Miami and stuff. It takes my mind off of stuff, you know? So I love it. So how did I become a Canes fan? I promise I'll answer your question, Southwest Florida Cane. And if I miss your guys' questions, just ask it again. I'll get to all of them. I promise. We'll stay live for a while. We'll stay live for a bit. It was actually back when I'd have to do the exact math because it's been so long ago. But what I could actually do, what if I just pulled up the video? That might be kind of dumb. I don't know, though. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the video. How long ago was it when I made this? Let's see. How I became a Canes fan. I mean, obviously I know the story because it's about me, but just check out this video for a second because I want you to see the improvement too because this is old equipment and stuff I was using to record this. This is so cringy. Oh, this is cringy. Tell me if you guys remember old Coop. We'll reminisce for a second. Oh boy. All right, I'm debating on if I want you guys to see this or not if you ain't ever seen it. Play some football. Welcome, Miami Hurricane. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. I'm going to just do it. Fine. I'm going to do it. You guys talked me into it. Fine. This was my story of how I became a Canes fan growing up in Tennessee. I ain't going to make you watch the whole thing. Canes fans around the world, and this has actually been, by far, the most requested video on my channel. How in the world did I become a Hurricanes fan growing up in Tennessee? Well, I'll have to take you way back in time to January 3rd, 2002. I wasn't so raised cringe. Watching sports. As a matter of... Listen, okay, you know what? I can't watch that no more. That's too cringe. That's old Coop, by the way, when I was trying to not just be myself, and I can't watch it. Listen, I can't watch it. All right, you can go back and watch it on the channel. But basically, I watched that national championship game. I did not grow up. No one in my household, Southwest Florida Kane, watched sports. Nobody. I was the only sports fan, and my mom was flipping through the channels. The national championship game was on, and I was like, Mom, can I watch that? Like, can we watch that game? And she left it on, and I sat there. I was like 12 years old, man. Listen, and I sat there like this, just in shock, because I was a nerdy kid in school. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I kind of got picked on. I played like computer games and was hardcore into video games and stuff. I was nerdy and dorky, and I kind of got picked on a bit. And I was like, these dudes are cool, right? And little did I know it was the swag. Obviously I know now, but I was like, these guys are cool. I want to be like these guys. So then next thing I know, I'm rocking Miami gear at school and stuff, getting made fun of even more because I live in Tennessee. But I'm telling you, ever since I watched that game, man, it just changed me. It changed me. I kid you not. And ever since then, man, it's just I'm all Miami Hurricane, living in Tennessee. But if you want to go back and watch that video, it's on my channel. Just search how I became a Miami Hurricane, and it'll pull it up for you. And it actually inspired me to play football. So I ended up playing football just from watching that game. And playing football changed my life. It got me in shape. I used to weigh about 20 to 30 pounds more when I played football in high school. Like, of course, the weightlifting and the nutrition and stuff like that. So it changed my life just in more ways than one. So hopefully, is that a sufficient enough answer, Southwest Florida Kane? I hope so, man. But that video explains everything. So appreciate you, man. Yeah, Russell's been around for a long time. I'm right there with you, brother. We decorate my second daughter's urn every holiday and on the day she was supposed to be born because my first daughter wants to take care of her angel sister. Yeah, man, it's tough. So you've been there with me, man. You've been there with me. And it's real tough, but we'll get through it together. We'll get through it, man. What position? I play wide receiver and safety. Wide receiver and safety. Good times, man. Really good times. I miss it. I always tell myself if I could play one more game. Just one more game with the mindset that I have now. Because I was slacking a lot back then. It's not like I was going to go play college ball or anything. So I was slacking a lot. So if I could have the mindset I have now at 30, oh, man. Oh, boy. Let me look back at some more questions that I missed. Let's see. Who's my favorite NBA team? I don't watch the NBA a lot, but I do like the Heat. And I have been watching the Lakers because who doesn't follow LeBron? Like, let's just be real. So I watch the Lakers and the Heat. Let's see what else we got. Like I said, if I missed your question, just put it back in there. And I'll get to as many as I can. Let's see what else we got. Can we do a split screen comparison? Shane, it's too cringe, man. Oh, man, it's bad. You get picked on almost every day. It gets better, Mr. Goat Sheep. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you find out that all those little groups and stuff in high school or middle school and all that, and popularity and all that, doesn't mean jack when you get older. It don't mean a darn thing, Mr. Goat Sheep. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. So just keep that in mind. Just be yourself, all right? And you'll attract like-minded friends and other individuals. Just be yourself, bro. What's up, Ruben Terry? How you doing, man? Yes, it is. All right, sounds good, Southwest Florida Kane. Like I said, check out that video, and it goes in depth, though. And it kind of walks around, and I talk about it. Just be prepared, because it's an old video. All right? You have eligibility. You should walk on at the U. I'd get destroyed, Vincent. Absolutely destroyed. I'm down for being Sebastian or being the hype guy. I'll hand out the turnover chain if they need somebody to do that. I'll run up and down the bench, hyping the crowd up, man. Just hand me a mic or something, and dude, it's on. Hey, Coop, we ready for the 2020 season? Oh yeah, man, Nasir, it's good to see you, man. I don't want to give away your information, but I know what you did in the past or what you've done recently with Miami. So hey, it's good to see you, bro. Yeah, bring on the questions, guys. Anything that you want to know about me, like I said, obviously we already talked about the stuff with my daughter and everything. So you're not gonna get too personal. I promise. How do I want to change the world? I want to help people uh, just have more positive attitudes. Just be kind to others. So I try to spread that positivity through this channel and entertaining people, right? Every time before I stream, I say a little prayer and I say, just let me have a positive impact on one person, even if it's just one person in the stream. And that's just like I said, we're going to get real deep today if you guys want to. That's something that I do before every stream. I'm doing good, Bears, Cubs, Canes. I'm doing real good, man. I was worried that nobody. Who am I kidding? You guys are gonna show up for this. We're all family. I was worried that it's busy night though because it's Valentine's. You know, you guys are taking your girlfriends or wives out to eat and stuff, so I get it. You know, some of you though are stuck here with me. We're hanging out on Valentine's night, so we're here together. I didn't bring chocolate for you guys though, so I apologize. DJ13 the GOAT, what's going on? Are we picking up a possible transfer of wide receiver? How's our O-line depth or department? And again, we can talk Miami ball as well, JH. It's looking like that we might pursue filling that last spot with a wide receiver. You're right. It sounded like, what are the names? I have them written down. I'm going to butcher them, all right? Tariq Black or Tarek Black from Michigan and Rico Busey from North Texas seem to be two potential targets at wide receiver. The cool thing with the Michigan wide receivers, he's going to have 2 years of eligibility left, so that could be big. But I don't know. A lot of people are upset because they're wanting a veteran on the O-line, like a graduate transfer type scenario. But I don't even know how many offensive linemen are left in the transfer portal. Like, if we go over here and look at this, like, how many offensive linemen are actually left? Like, look at this. Florida A&M, Tennessee, Wake Forest, ASU. Like, a lot of these guys we were looking at, some of the Stanford transfers and a couple of other guys, we knew Cade Mays was going to Tennessee. There aren't many left. They've been snatched up. So who realistically can we even go get that's going to make it an impact this year? You know, because that's what people are upset about. They want somebody that can make an impact now in the 2020 season at the offensive line. Come in and kind of help coach up some of the other guys. There's not a lot of options left. So it's sounding like we're going to pick up one of those wide receivers or attempt to, because we're in talks with both. We're talking to both Black and Busey, both of them. Tariq isn't that good, to be honest. I guess you would actually know, right, Mark? Which one was the one that got injured? No, that was the North Texas wide receiver because he had a torn ACL, so he missed most of 2019. I'm hearing other Michigan fans tell me the same thing, Mark, about him. So I don't know. I don't know. Except you're gonna eat them all. All right, Bergie. How old were you when you got married, and how was your day? First off, my day's been really good, Tony. Really good. How old was I when I got married? I was 20. And this March, I've been married for 10 years. I'm an old man, Tony, let me tell you. I'm with you till the end. I believe you would be, Canes Football Talk. Believe you would be. I've been married for 10 years, y'all. How long you been married? Let's get a marriage count in here. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? I'd pay off every penny of my debt, buy me a small house with some land where there's actually some decent internet because I don't have good internet where I live, and try to make that last for the rest of my life. That's what I'd do. It'd be nice to be debt-free, man. It'd feel real good. What's going on, Lewis Lee? How you doing, man? Is politics off limit? Now, I did say that I'm an open book, but I don't like talking politics. I don't get into it. So it's not even that it's off limits. I just don't keep up with it because I'm just not into politics. What are some of your other hobbies? I do like to play video games. Not big into Fortnite, but I'll play like Madden, Call of Duty, like MMORPGs, stuff like that. And then I like going out shooting basketball, throwing the football around. And then honestly, like videography. I like taking photos, video and stuff, editing it and stuff. So I like that. Do you like the XFL rules compared to the NFL and college? Nasir, there are a lot of XFL rules that I hope get implemented. Do you guys like the kickoff in the XFL with the coverage team and the return team lining up 5 yards apart and then not being able to move until the returner touches the ball or the ball touches the ground for at least 3 seconds? I like it. Again, it eliminates that collision. That kind of looking at it now is sort of unnecessary because I was worried that it would take away the threat of a big return, but it totally doesn't. If he can make a couple guys miss and hit a hole, you're taking it to the house. So I'm a big fan of that rule. I like it a lot. The sideline interviews need to drop some. There's just too many. There's too many because we were live streaming when the player dropped the F bomb on ABC, and I was like, oh, they're gonna slow that down real quick, real quick. Xbox and PC. Xbox and PC, man. Yeah, XFL kickoff is nice, isn't it, Dante? I think you had a question up there that I missed, Dante. Um, let's see. How much were you hyped this time last year entering the season? Why? How much are you hyped now, if at all? What's your biggest skepticism for 2020? What will be good/great season for you? Okay, let me see if I can address all of these, Dante. Good questions, and they're Miami based, so I like it. How hype was I going into last season? Pretty darn hype, to be honest. And it's very apparent if you go back and watch my preseason videos coming into the 2019 season. I talked a lot of smack, but some of it was a learning experience for me, Dante. I realized that I need to have more realistic expectations and not just spit a bunch of nonsense because I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. Basically, I don't want to be a Miami Hurricanes homer, right? I want to remain positive, but I don't want to just say we're going to own the state of Florida and kick everybody's booty just because I am a Miami fan, you know? So I was really hyped. I am actually pretty darn hyped going into this season because obviously I want to see that up-tempo spread offense. You know, I'm super hyped about that. Um, but I'm trying so much more to be cautiously optimistic going into this season. If you actually look at it, there should be a lot more hype going into this season than there was the 2019 season, right? Think about it. There should be a lot more hype going into this season, but I kind of learned my lesson with talking a lot of trash, and I'm trying to be a little more realistic. And let's see. What would be good/great season for you? We need to make it to the ACC championship game and not get completely blown out, and that would be successful. That would be successful for me is making it to the ACC championship game. No reason why we shouldn't make it. We say that every year, right? I know, I get it, but we do have to also understand that I'm super excited about this up-tempo spread offense, but it is also the first year of implementing that in. So could there be potentially, even though it's player friendly, right? You know, Rhett Lashley's like, this is super easy to pick up. We've got De'Aaron King coming in who's ran a similar offense, and, you know, he's a graduate transfer scenario. But will there be any growing pains there that might cost us in a couple of games? You know, sometimes it comes down to one play. So do we make any critical mistakes at really bad points in games that end up giving us an L? You know? So that'd be kind of the only thing I would worry about. Do I play Rainbow Six? I actually don't. I don't. What's your gamer name? Positive Gamer. What were your states in football? What do you mean by what were my states? Maybe I'm not reading the question right. 808 Canes, what's going on, man? Coop, we must stop bringing in older wide receivers, player freshmen. Yeah, and you have to figure out, Randy, where to draw that line, right? Where you bring in guys that have experience and can make an immediate impact versus actually coaching up and developing players that are already on the roster. So it's a fine line. You got to figure out where to draw it, you know? XFL kickoff J8 says thumbs up. All right. I think they should move 10 yards close to the kid. That's fair. I don't mind that idea, Dante. What do you guys think about ESPN already mentioning De'Aaron King for potential Heisman coming into 2020? I swear I read an article that was like, what if a transfer wins the Heisman? That was the article. And one of the names that was getting tossed around in it was De'Aaron King. It's too early to say. Trust me, I get it. But the article was talking about what if a transfer actually was up for the Heisman? Like, what if he comes in and just grabs hold of Rhett Lashley's offense and puts up astronomical numbers? Could something like that happen, and how crazy would that be? Who do I think the starter will be at QB? De'Aaron King, hands down. De'Aaron King has been handed the keys, and I've said it multiple times, he's going to have to crash the car to have those keys taken away. And they've already said that they like his work ethic so far during like the mat drills and lifting and whatnot. So, hey, I think it's definitely going to be De'Aaron King. Too soon to mention. I mean, it is kind of too soon to mention, but it is kind of just crazy to see that conversation being put out there, you know? Stats. Oh, what were my stats in football? I'd have to dig them up, Kane's Football Talk, to be honest. I didn't start a whole lot. I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm not a real big dude. Also in high school, listen, I'm not saying anything at all, but this does matter a little bit. It just so happens that the other wide receiver on the team, his dad paid for a new workout building for our high school, where they went in and they put like turf down in it and they put some different things so we could be doing sprints and drills and stuff also with workout equipment. And it just so happens that his dad paid for it. So that kind of bumped me back a little bit. I don't know if y'all have had to deal with that, if any of you guys played high school ball, but unfortunately I was the victim of that. I just wanted to say I really appreciate your stream if I haven't told you already. Watching your game day streams got me through 2 deployments. I appreciate you, Coop. Casey, hey, man, you know I appreciate you, man. We actually linked up when I was down in Miami, and it was really, really good to meet you. I'd only met like 3 or 4 people, so I'm sorry if I made that awkward when we met up that time, man. We got to meet up again. I'm coming down for the FSU game this year. Is anybody going to the FSU game or planning on it that's in the stream right now? Let's do a meetup. Let's do it. I want to get there and spend like all day there and like just hanging out with you guys and like tailgate and just get crazy, man. So hopefully some of you guys can make it happen because I'm planning on being there. It's always great to think big as you, fam. It's great to think that we're under the radar and everyone thinks the worst of us, right? Right? I like it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you worded it a lot better than I did, Dante. I'm not saying that De'Aaron King would win the Heisman. We've not even seen him under this specific offense, and you know we need him to gel and mesh with these current players at the University of Miami. But it's cool to see us and players on our football team being in those conversations. You're right. You're right. Coop, why is Manny Diaz such a good recruiter but such a lousy coach? It's only his second season as a head coach. And I feel like that he wants to be a great head coach. Now you're going to say, Coop, everybody wants to be a great head coach. I get it. It's true. But I'm not cutting him any slack. All right? I'm not. And I'm not saying that I'm not forgiving him, I guess, basically for his mistakes that he did make in the 2019 season. But you have to real talk understand that it's his second year as a head coach. So mistakes are going to be made. 100% they're going to be made. It's no different than if you take a promotion at a job you work at and a lot of your responsibilities change. You're going to mess up some. You're going to. It just so happens that he's messing up as a head coach for a college football team and everyone can criticize him. You know, he's out there. So every little mistake, people are going to pick at it. People are going to comment on Twitter and on YouTube and on social media and stuff. So, listen, I'm not cutting him any slack, but I'm just saying it is his second year as a head coach, and so far he's made changes that have made me put some respect on his name. Does that mean that he's going to be a great Miami Hurricanes head coach? Maybe not. May not. But I know he doesn't want to be remembered as the great defensive coordinator at Miami that took a head coaching job at Miami and sucked, because everyone's going to remember that he sucked as a head coach, and they're going to forget all about the times as a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will remember any of that. They'll just remember when Miami sucked. You think Tua's younger brother is coming? I could be wrong, but I don't think that's happening. I just don't think so. Did you hear the Jimmy Murphy interview with the Orange Bowl boys? I haven't yet, but I'm probably going to listen to it tomorrow. Was it good? I heard that it was pretty good. Southwest Florida Kane will be there. Sweet. Talberdine will be there. Sumter Kane will be there. Nasir will be there. Sweet. It's going to be awesome to meet up with you guys. Favorite Kane of all time, Devin Hester. And I don't hear that enough. I don't hear people talking about the dangerous return man, right? Nobody's favorite Kane is Devin Hester. Like, is it just me? Like, everybody says Ed Reed. Everybody says Ray Lewis. Like, and I understandably so. 100%, I get it. But I never see Devin Hester out there. Is King our savior this coming season? He could have a pretty big impact, Jeff. Absolutely. He could. Hopefully he stays healthy, you know? Again, keep in mind that this is a Q&A, so you can ask me anything you want. You guys that are just tuning in, we're going to also, we're talking Canes as well, but feel free to ask me any questions, anything you want to get to know me. Lots of new people have shown up on this channel over the last 6 months to a year, so I want to give you guys an opportunity to learn some things about me. Where did you get that logo behind me? Michael, a subscriber by the name of Kerry, I don't want to give his whole name out because I don't want people to bug him. He made that for me. It lights up, it plugs into the wall, and he made that for me and sent it to my P.O. box without me even asking. He just messaged me one day and he was like, Coop, you got a package at your P.O. box? And I was like, okay. And I go there and it's this huge box. And what did he send me? And it was that. Pretty dope, right? So I don't even know where you can get them. I don't think that you can. Not that specific one anyways, because he made it custom for me, so that's pretty cool. Coop, do you smoke? No, I do not. I'm not against it, but I don't. I was backup quarterback on my high school team. The head coach's son was the starter. Oh, Russell, I know, man. My entire team constantly told me they wanted me to start. It's tough, man. Running that scout team, Russell. Woo! Ooh, man, them scout team days. Sean Taylor, that excellent choice. Braves Canes 36.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
2020 will be better, but I am thinking 2021 and 2022 should be real good. Future is starting to take shape. Recruiting class next year is top 10 already.
You're right. Imagine, thank you, Bears, Cubs, Canes, for the 5, my friend. I always see you showing love to other Miami YouTubers as well, and that's greatly appreciated, man. That means a ton to me. I got so much respect for that. You're right, the impact of actually having a good season this year, what it could have with recruiting, right? You get a couple of top 10 recruiting classes in there, and things could really start to ramp up. You know, people are already paying attention. Think about when that starts to happen. Hey, things just start lining up, right? I made the prediction 2 years ago that Miami would win a national championship in 2021. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Let's see. Devin Hester, best returner of all time. Agreed, Lewis. Agreed, man. If you were going to go up against me in some NCAA football, man, oh, you best believe it. Devin Hester was my return man. When he was available in the game, my cousin hated playing me. Your analogy works well because I guarantee you when those people get promoted and mess up, even if they don't think they are, people are talking bad about them behind their back. There you go, Nick Pauly. He's on television, right? And he's the head coach for the Miami Hurricanes football team. So everyone sees all of his mistakes, every single little one of them. I don't know that I could be criticized like that, because it wouldn't even always be constructive criticism. There's also just the people that just yell and scream and call for your head. I don't know that would be for me. What's up, Taylor Dobbs? How's it going, man? Anything you want to know about me, Taylor? As a Gator fan, anything on a personal level you want to know about Coop? I'm answering any questions tonight. Do you think it's possible for all Canes YouTubers to tailgate with fans at the FSU game? I would be all for it, John Shields. If we could line something up, we tried to line something up for the Florida game, but then everything fell apart like a month before. So, I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. Could you imagine having like all the Miami YouTubers together and then everybody also meeting up? Oh, it'd be dope. It'd be really cool. You really want one? It's awesome, Michael. I love that light. And I can't thank him enough for sending that to me. Any chance we get that wide receiver from the portal? Very likely, Sigmund. Very likely that we get one of the two. Either the Michigan transfer or the North Texas transfer. One of the two. But it looks like that's what we're pursuing. Manny made a huge mistake in the hiring of Dan Egos. Yes, and see, that's the thing is, it was his first time putting a staff together. And mistakes were made. And he said, you know what, I messed up. And was willing to, even though the fans were crying out, fire Dan Enos, right? It can still make him kind of look like an idiot because he hired the wrong guy. But he still said, you know what, I hired the wrong guy. I'm going to kick him to the curb. And I'm going to bring in what we really need. I messed up this first season. I did. And I got respect for that, I do. Can't wait for that matchup in 2024. I can't wait either, Taylor. I can't wait, man. I hope you're still here hanging around on the channel so we can trash talk and go back and forth, man. I'd love it if you'd stick around until then. And beyond then as well, of course. Let's see what else we got. Glad Manny isn't tweeting like last year. I think he learned his lesson with that, Randy. At this point, fans are looking for much more than just talk. The trash talk is not going to make fans happy this year. It has to be results on the field, period. Because if he's going to come out and talk a bunch of smack, nobody right now is going to respect it, including Miami fans or opposing teams' fans. Nobody's going to put an ounce of respect on it until we start beating people, period. Yep, me too, Nick. That's what I said. Opening up against Alabama, and then if we actually were to beat Alabama, Alabama's going to be at the very least a top 5 team next year still. Let's be real. Come on. And if Miami opens up against Alabama and beats him, I think it's in Atlanta, right? Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm going to try to go to that game. And they beat that. That was my prediction. We'll see. Coop left or right-handed? Right-handed. Right-handed, man. This thing, my left hand's just useless, man. Like I need to be better about trying to make myself do things left-handed. You'll definitely be here. All right, sweet. What's your regular job? All right. What do you? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. All right. I worked at a local computer shop building custom gaming computers. I told you guys I'm a dork, man. I'm a geek. Building custom gaming computers and working on disassembling laptops, replacing iPhone screens, iPad screens, all that good stuff for 7 years. 7 years. Well, they shut down October of last year, and since then I've been winging it. So I've been making content on YouTube, doing the live streams, doing the videos. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've not told you this because I don't want you to feel like you need to donate because I don't have an actual job, if that makes sense. I didn't want to be that guy that's like, guys, listen, my Canes fam, the place I work closed down, and listen, I need your help. I didn't want to be that guy. So I just didn't tell you guys. So I've been doing YouTube, and then I do have my own company that's an audio-visual company. And work has slowed down a lot for that, but that's expected, wintertime and stuff. I wire up whole home audio in houses, and then I still also do computer work on the side and stuff. And then otherwise, YouTube. So yeah, that's what I've done for since October. Since October, actually. That was a good question because a lot of people don't know that about me. They didn't know that I worked for that computer company for 7 years, and they also didn't know that I lost that job October of last year because I haven't shared. What's good, AJS Gaming? It's good to see you, man. Coop, how many games do you think it will take for the offense to get fully synced up? Hopefully by the Michigan State game. Right, Bergie? Fingers crossed, man. We're firing on all cylinders by the time we face Michigan State. Realistically, we should be synced by then, right? We got somewhat overall a couple of nobodies. I realize people are going to make the argument about UAB, but overall, about 4 games in, we should be ready to rock. Everything should be ready to go, man. That's what I'm hoping. And does my wife work too? My wife does work. Yes, she works part-time. I don't want to disclose exactly where she works, but she does work a part-time job. But for me, it's the company that I have, that I've had for about 2 years, that I did on the side, plus YouTube is what I do for my job. Is the U-Light your most favorite Canes memorabilia? If not, what is? Ooh, Lewis. Ooh. Let me revisit that one, Lewis. Hopefully I don't forget. Let me revisit that one. That's a good one. Let me think on that one for a minute. By the way, from what I've been told, the immaturity from Jaron Williams and his lack of commitment accountability is far more than what was reported. Yeah, I've actually heard the same, Michael. I've heard the same. And I don't sit here and act like I talk to a ton of players, but I do talk to Louis Headley. I talk to DJ Dallas occasionally. I would talk to Realist George here and there. And I have heard the same. I'll leave it at that. I'm not a big drama person unless it is just about football, and this is about football. But I'm not going to dive deep into it about someone's personal life because he's gone, right? But let's just say I heard the same thing. That's what I was told. My eyes be killing me doing 7 years of that. It's tiring, Randy. The biggest thing that was tiring is when you remove viruses from someone's computer, and then they come in and they say, "You told me you removed this virus off my computer and it's back." And then I go to their search history and it says granny porn. And I'm like, you had it for half a day? Really? So that's frustrating, man. That's real frustrating. After FIU, no team is a nobody. You're right, Casey. You're right. You going to the Bama game 2021? Oh, all right. Hey, heck yeah, Russell. That worked out perfect for you then. Sweet. Maybe I'll see you there. I might. We need to talk computers sometime. I'm going to UM's full stack coding boot camp right now, so I have learned a lot about computers recently and purchased my first gaming laptop. I'm always willing to talk computers, Nick Polly. As I said, there's no reason for me to make it up. Not that you guys even think I am, but that was my full-time profession for 7 years. I built some high-end custom PCs for clients. Quite literally, I would say over 7 years, I've built thousands of computers. Thousands. And listen, it's not something that people like to put out there and brag about, because I'm going to tell you guys a couple of stories. Once you're the computer guy, you're the computer guy forever. And it's kind of it's a blessing, but it's also a curse, because I can't even go get groceries without people chasing me.
This is what it take.
Chasing me.
To where
I don't even work there anymore.
I work at a medical supplies company while going to school. Coop, they are hiring if you have an IT background. They start you at $60K. It's in Cali though.
Huh. Out in Cali. All right, Mark Dudley. Hey, maybe send me some info. Appreciate the 5, Mark Dudley, and thank you for that, man. But okay, that's interesting. $60K. Okay, that's a lot more than I make now. So, hey, man, But yeah, I know the cost of living, of course, is going to be more in Cali, though, right? So it kind of just depends. Thank you for the information and the 5. If you want to give me more information, my email is in the description, Mark. I'd appreciate it. But realistically, though, probably me going out that far away probably wouldn't happen. But, appreciate you looking out for me. King will be a first-round draft pick. Ooh, okay. Bold prediction. I've been trying to find a custom gator light like the you have. They're impossible to find. I'd say so. Man, Taylor, if you could get one that was the actual gator head, I bet you'd love that, man. That'd be pretty cool. Starting Monday, I'll be working at a nuclear power plant for the next 26 days straight. Hard to explain why, but it pays well. Interesting. Yeah, that's okay. All right, Berkey. I'd say so. Working around nuclear stuff like that. Phew. Did I see your question? Let me look, King David. If I miss it, I don't feel bad for asking again. Leon Hurricanes, it's good to see you, man. Let's see. King David. What was King David's question? Who's going to have a breakout season on offense and defense? So one player, King David, breakout season, offense and defense. Let's think about that for a second. Breakout season on offense. I think that it's Cameron Harris's time to shine. I actually do. I think that Cameron Harris has potential to be one of those backs that could rack up some serious yardage. And I realize he's talking a lot of smack. He is. But I think that Cameron Harris could shine this season. So I'm going to say him. I know a lot of people with this up-tempo spread offense are probably going to name a lot of other wide receivers and stuff. And that's cool. It's just opinion. It's just guessing. On defense, breakout season on defense. I'm going to say Bubba Bolden. Bubba Bolden got the opportunity to play again just to have it taken away again from the ankle injury. So I'm going to say Bubba Bolden. Probably some weird answers, right? You're probably going to ask other Miami YouTubers and their answers are going to be nothing like mine. Listen, I'm weird, I know. Yeah, the taxes are a lot different. You're right. San Diego is crazy expensive. Yeah, I bet. Don't kill me. I'm just a vibe. Says I make money trading cryptocurrencies. Is there still money in that? I built a couple of mining rigs for people when I worked at the computer company, and I don't know if they ever made a lot of money with that or not. That's when the price of video cards was through the roof, man, because you couldn't get any. Where did I go to college? I did not go to college. Did not. I was a straight A student in high school, but college just wasn't for me. I'm more of just a straight up entrepreneur, and you can go get degrees in college that will help you with that. But I just wanted to get to work kind of immediately, and I'm always doing stuff on the side. When I worked for the computer company for 7 years, I was still doing stuff on the side. When I worked somewhere before that, I was still doing stuff on the side. I've just always kind of been an entrepreneur. This is fun though. I like the get to know Coach Coop. I was expecting some more difficult questions, some of the real tough personal ones. You know, I love Bubba Bolden, man. Huge fan of Bubba Bolden. My wife's birthday is next Wednesday. Can you wish her a happy birthday? She's a Georgia fan. We could do it even though she's a Georgia fan. What's her name, Jeff? Give me your name. How'd you become a UM fan? I actually discussed it a little bit earlier in the stream, and I do have a video as well, Michael. If you go on my channel and just search how I became a Miami Hurricanes fan, it's like a full 8 to 10 minute video that goes over the whole thing. What kind of music do I like? All music. I like what I call good music. And some of you guys are going to tell me that's stupid, but listen, I listen to rap, I listen to country, I listen to rock, I listen to just chill music, I listen to lo-fi music. I listen to anything and everything. Not one particular genre. Cam Harris and Blades Jr. That's also a really good answer, King David. I hope that Cameron Harris does step up, and he can kind of be a leader to these new backs coming in. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, what's her name, Jeff? What's her name? Hey, Canes for Life 75. It's good to see you. Can't stay on tonight. When you going to be on again? I try to go live every Friday night. Every Friday night. This one's very different, doing the Q&A, but we're still talking Canes too. Did you guys see the SP Plus rankings that came out? We'll switch it to Canes a little bit. Kind of keep, we got an influx of people coming in. Keep giving me your questions. You want to learn some things about me? Keep the questions coming. But did you guys see the SP Plus rankings that have been released for the 2020 season? What they have Miami at? Ever put thought into the military? I did not. I have so much appreciation for people who are veterans or people who are currently serving in the military, because it's just not for me.
This is what it
I have
takes
so much respect for that, though.
to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Coop, does your wife get tired of hearing about Hurricanes football like mine does?
Listen, Southwest Florida Cane, my wife is also a Miami Hurricanes video. My wife is not a video. She's a human being. My wife is also a Miami Hurricanes fan, but listen, I never shut up about the Miami Hurricanes. Like, listen, I try to be that person that when we go out to eat, right? I'm like, let's have some one-on-one time, but I'm over here like under the table refreshing Twitter. Like last year, Manny Diaz's Twitter. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm under the table like this. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I heard you. Yeah, my hamburger's good too. Yeah. And I'm just over here refreshing my phone. I never stop thinking Miami Hurricanes football. I never stop talking it. She's never told me that she's necessarily tired of it, but I know she gets tired of it. Listen. So we're in the same boat, Southwest Florida Cane. Is she at least a Miami Hurricanes fan? Also, though, that makes it a little bit easier. Thank you for the 5, man. Do we have any veterans here in the chat or anybody who's currently serving in the military? Let me ask that real quick. Casey brings up a good point, because I've never put thought into the military, but I have so much respect. Even if I ain't bringing politics into it. I don't care about the fact that a war is unnecessary. I care about that, but what I'm saying, you know what? I'm making it sound bad. Here's what I'm trying to say. All right, these people are putting their life on the line, so you have freedom to hang out in my live stream right now at 10 o'clock on Valentine's night in February 2020. These people are putting their life on the line for you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that I have a ton of respect for people that have served in the military or are currently in the military. So hats off to you guys, and I have so much respect, and thank you for all of your sacrifices, because you don't get enough credit. All right? So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to say something so I could properly thank you. What's up, T2Y? I've been loving the videos, man. Sorry about your tire blowing out or whatever happened with that, man. That looked dangerous as heck. Having to change that tire on the side of the highway like that. Hopefully everything worked out okay, though, for you, man. What's good in Morristown? Not you're a little ways away from me, but we're in the same state, same general area, Todd. He's not too old. Maybe not. I feel too old. I feel old. But respect to you guys that have served in the military or are currently there. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys do. I'm in North Korea. I have freedom to listen to your live stream. Hey, that's awesome. Cam Harris is going to be one to push everyone to dig in, grind, put their feet in the fire. That man has fire. You're right, Orange and Green Blood. You're right. Now, hopefully, again, it translates to the field. It's not just talk on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Because he's throwing some shade at players leaving Miami. You know, saying, you don't want to stay and put in that work? All right, see you. You know, and I love it. I love that dog mentality. You know, he is showing that he's a true Miami Hurricane. You know what I'm saying? He bleeds that orange and green. Now, let's see if he can put in that hard work in the offseason, retain that #1 spot, and show us what he's made of. You know, I'm really excited to watch him. Why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I love videography. I love editing videos. I love getting like cool cinematic shots of stuff. I actually used to, when I was a kid, make movies with my VHS recorder. Like the big ones you would put on your shoulder, and you actually pop a VHS tape into it and hit record. I would write out scripts for entire movies and make everyone in my neighborhood wear costumes and do all of the acting, and I would go through and try to edit it and get all these shots and stuff. So I love videography, cinematography. Like, I love that type of stuff. So I was like, YouTube makes sense. So what I'll do is just take my Miami Hurricanes passion and I'll start a channel. And it went from there. And I figured that everybody needs some more positivity in their life. So I try to have a positive impact on all the people that watch the channel. Good question, Ian. Really good question. I bet it was scary, T2Y. My goodness, it just vroom, 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 just cars just flying by, man. Did I go to the U? I did not. And that freaks a lot of people out. Don't let anybody tell you you can't be a Miami Hurricanes fan because you did not go to the university. And don't let anybody tell you you can't be a Miami fan because you don't live in Florida or in Miami. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I have people DM me all the time that tell me I'm not a true Miami fan because I didn't grow up in Florida. I didn't get to choose where I was born. What the heck, man? You know what I'm saying? That's not, if anything, it's harder for me to be a Miami fan because I'm surrounded by Tennessee Vol fans. Do you know how many weird looks I get whenever I'm out and about and I'm rocking the 5 and counting hat? I was at Salsarita's not too long. It's been a while back, but an old man came up to me and he was like, "Sonny, what's them marks on your hat? Is that something with Tennessee?" I said, "Listen here, sir. I need to sit down with me. You know what? Just sit down, and I have a story or two to tell you about one of the greatest teams in all of college football, all right?" He learned a thing or two that day. Coop, you like onions or not? Hate them. No, thank you. No, thank you, man. Should I subscribe to T2Y? He's a good guy. T2Y is a really good guy, man. And he does have a Miami Hurricanes football channel. I think he does other stuff on it too. But he's a really good guy. Oh, no, AJS Gaming. I didn't take it the wrong way from you. I meant there are people that do that. Not you. Not you. That was an excellent question. There might be a more of a delay than normal because I'm just realizing that if anybody who streams on YouTube, there's a normal latency setting, a low latency setting, and an ultra low latency setting. I typically set it to ultra low latency, so it's the best for interaction. So I see your comments, I answer, and you guys see my response like 3 seconds later. YouTube refreshed and set it to low latency and will not let me change it. So if you ask your question and it's like a full 20 seconds before I answer it, just keep that in mind. My favorite restaurant, you've probably never heard of it because I think it's local, but the name of it is El Jimador. It's a Mexican restaurant. Man, give me some of that white queso and some chips. All day, man. I'll eat them till I almost throw up. Midwest Cane fan, Coop. Yeah, whoever came up with that? Who says that you have to live in the state or city of your favorite college football team to be a true fan? Like I said, anytime anybody says that, I put them in their place. And you guys know I'm kind of non-confrontational and positive and nice, but I'll put you in your place in a heartbeat if you're going to try to tell me that. There you go. I know Canes fans that live in Africa. I know Canes fans that live in England. No joke. Should be 6 and counting. Yeah, well, hopefully one day we're going to have to get a new hat, man. How did I meet my wife? In high school. We had a couple of classes together. She used to actually be the student teacher in one of my classes I had. She was a year ahead of me. And I would get to class early so I could, listen, I stalked her, okay? I used to get to class early so I could sit at my desk and check her out, you know? And then my friend ended up becoming friends with her, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to talk to her? I can hook you guys up." And he hooked us up, and then we ended up having a psychology class together, and then it went from there. Canes baseball won. Nice. I'm not big into baseball, Robert Harris, but I support all Miami Hurricanes sports, 100%. So that's good to hear that they got the victory. Coop is a Cowboys fan? Yes. Did someone ask what my NFL team is? Oh boy, here we go. I'm going to sit back because I know there's that delay now. Here we go. Here it comes. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan. Go ahead and put your reactions. Oh boy. At least I like the right college team, right? Pear cones in Brickell. What kind of restaurant is that, Casey? I'm not familiar with it. You're from Connecticut? All right, Richard. Been sub to you since college football viz. You've been around for a while then, man. We've evolved and changed, haven't we? Since we rebranded to Coach Coop. I hate getting told to move to Miami since I hate the Vols. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, listen. When I ended up at one point when I was a senior in high school, my wife was in college. So I would go around telling everybody I was dating a college chick. That was my thing. My popularity went from here to here when everyone was like, "Oh, legit, Coop's dating a college chick." So I don't know, VT. I don't know, man. Like I think some of the Cowboys players though, I think are what's the word for it with the Cowboys players? I liked Ezekiel Elliott, not the college he came from, but since I like the Cowboys, I liked him as a back for the Cowboys, right? They're a little bit big headed, maybe, especially given their performance and stuff. So I think they're a little big headed, man. But yeah, we were talking about the SP Plus rankings before we started answering some more questions. They have Miami at 23. Now keep in mind this is not the AP poll. This is not the coaches poll. Let me show you guys what we were looking at. Take a look at the teams. The SP Plus rankings have Alabama at number 1, and apparently this was due to I think I read they were talking about injuries or something. Yeah, the injury that defined Bama's 2019 season helped boost its 2020 odds. So they put Alabama at 1. Miami is at 23. Right here for the SP Plus rankings. So the SP Plus rankings are based on metrics that include returning production, recent recruiting, and recent history for the football team. Basically, it's running and crunching a bunch of numbers, and this with some type of algorithm, and this is what it spit out. So that's interesting. A lot of people were like, what? I think FSU lands at... Where's FSU land on this? Hold on, let me check. I know what y'all really want to know. FSU sits at 26. 26. Miami 23, FSU 26. And this is what ESPN had to say about this number 23 ranking for Miami. This is not my words. This is their words. Take it as you wish. I'll bring you over so we can read it out loud. SP Plus seemed to have a strange crush on Manny Diaz's Hurricanes last year, continuing to rank them in the top 30 no matter how many unlikely ways they found to lose football games. A combination of bad breaks and bad offense led to a 6-7 finish. Ain't that the truth? And while Diaz can't do much about the former, he addressed the latter by bringing in not only a new offensive coordinator, Rhett Lashley, but also Houston quarterback D'Eriq King. The U also brings back 5 of its top 7 receivers and basically every offensive lineman. The defensive front 7 will need a lot of new contributors to step up. Huh? We do? Hold on, I ain't read this yet. The addition of star Temple defensive end Quincy Roche will help, but the secondary is seasoned at least, and there aren't usually many reasons to doubt a Diaz defense. The defensive front 7 will need a lot of new contributors to step up. Okay. I ain't read that yet, so I need a moment to digest what ESPN has to say about Miami coming in at 23. Somebody said, sorry for spamming you. You're not spamming me. You're not spamming me, but I did miss the question. What was the question? Who said that? How do I go to Morristown, east or west? West. I'm pretty much, if you look at Tennessee and go all the way east, that's pretty much me. Somebody wanted me to answer a question, and I flipping missed it. I think it was AJS Gaming. Oh, it's Italian? I'm kind of new to eating Italian food, Casey. What's something I could start with? Because I'm real picky, Casey. Like, I'm super picky when it comes to food. I eat the same thing pretty much all the time. Pizza, hamburgers, tacos. I'm as boring as it gets when it comes to food. So what would be like a good Italian dish for me to try out? Raiders, baby. Probably not a lot of Raiders fans in here, Leon. I don't know. Ask your question again, though, AJS. Thoughts on Coastal situation next year. I have my money on my heels. Want to know what you think. A lot of people are predicting North Carolina or Miami to win the Coastal next year. It's still too early for me to make predictions, to be honest. We're getting closer. After I can see some spring ball from these teams, and then we get a little bit deeper into summer, I'll make some more predictions. I hate to kind of give you that kind of answer, but again, I learned my lesson last year. There's giving predictions like for the fun of it and hypothetical, and but I want to give a more informed response this year. Is what I'm trying to do. ESPN don't watch us like we do. I guess that's a good point. Chicken Parmesan would be a good one. Okay. You near Asheville, North Carolina? Not too far. Have you guys ever heard of the Dragon? The road that a lot of people with motorcycles come to Tennessee to drive on, or fancy sports cars and stuff. Anybody familiar with the Dragon? I can get to the Dragon in about 15 minutes. I am not far from the Dragon at all. It's claimed a lot of lives. A lot of lives. Calzones are amazing. I've never had a calzone. And I'm not trying to troll you or pull your leg this year. I've never had a calzone. Coop, you are west of Morristown if you... I am west of Morristown, or Morristown is west of me? I'm terrible with directions. I thought Morristown... No, Morristown's west of me, isn't it? I don't know for sure. I don't know. Yes, I live in Tennessee. Yep. Guys, if you're just tuning in, 100 people in the chat. We are talking Miami Hurricanes football as well, but if you have anything you want to know about me, it doesn't matter what it is, ask away. It's kind of a Q&A. I'll probably stay live for a little bit longer, maybe 30 more minutes. We'll do about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Anything you want to know about me, feel free to ask. Probably means Georgia Tech wins the Coastal. Oh, gosh. Right, it's just flipping a coin, man, with the Coastal. You never know, Nick. You never know. Do I think that Manny Diaz is the best coach in NCAA football? I do not. No. With his record last year, you can't say that. Does he have potential? Yeah, but you could put every single coach in that category saying what they might potentially do up until the point before they've done it. Do I want him to be successful? Yes. Do I think he has potential to be a good head coach? Yes, because he's shown he's not stubborn. But does that make him the greatest head coach in college football? Absolutely not. No. When you come into a home game, Coop, FSU. FSU. I did not get to make a single game in 2019 because I had a lot of personal things happen. Now you guys know about the whole where I worked closing down. I had a lot of personal things go on in 2019. So my last game I made it to was the FSU game 2018 at Hard Rock. But we're going to return 2020 Hard Rock versus FSU again. So hopefully I'll see you there. Which home games do you think you'll attend next year? There you go, Fire Fortes. At least FSU. Coop, can you actually cook? I cook a mean grilled cheese, Randy. Mean grilled cheese. Ask my wife. Chocolate or vanilla? Vanilla all day, man. Coop, do you drink Jack Daniels? I don't care for whiskey, actually. I don't really care for whiskey too much. Do you film videos at your home studio? Yes. This is just a room in my home that I've decked out in Miami Hurricane stuff and soundproofed it some and set up some equipment. I've got lighting out in front of me that you guys can't see. I've got 3 monitors. I actually now finally have a mic on a boom arm. For the longest time, I just set my mic down, but it's finally on a boom arm. And then I actually use a mirrorless camera to record my videos and do my live stream. So it has to run through an Elgato Cam Link and all that good stuff. Has continuous power running to it. I'm trying to step my game up. I'm trying to make the videos nicer and more entertaining for you guys. That's my goal. I can always get better every single day. I'll always strive to make my content better for you guys, whether that means being more informed, whether that means just being more entertaining, whether that means improving the overlays or the quality of the streams and videos. I will never stop working at that, guys. And you guys help make that happen. All the Canes fan members, the people that you see with a U beside their name, they help that happen. You guys who donate every stream help that happen. The people who are just hanging out here watching, people who share the videos. I do this for you guys. DJ, what's going on, man? Blue or red Doritos? Blue. I'm not gonna say. That's what I'm saying. You can ask the personal questions, guys. You can ask the personal stuff. It ain't got to be about football. Now that question, Ray, I cannot answer. What is that you're sipping on, that red cup you use constantly? When Miami wins the national championship, I will reveal that information. I'll let you know what's in the cup. Yep, Dante's asking as well. I can't reveal it, man. That's top secret information. Coop, do you have tats or your wife? I do not have a tattoo, but I really, really want one, Randy. I'm gonna get one in memory of my daughter, who we talked about, who passed away. Her name was Lily, so I'm thinking about getting some. I want a tattoo that goes from like my upper part of my shoulder to my elbow, not like a full sleeve, but I want it to kind of flow together. And I want to get like some lilies and something else in it. The only reason why I haven't gotten it yet is because I want to find an artist who does nice work. All right, I don't want a $20 special tattooing on me. I want to put some serious cash into it. And then also because I'm just so indecisive in what I actually want. But I love tattoos. I don't have any. My wife doesn't have any, but we do plan on getting some. Go get on inventing a time machine. I want football season to come already. I'd say your best person to contact about that, Nick Snyder, would be. Why am I just going blank on his name? Who owns Tesla? Oh my gosh, who owns Tesla? That name should just come to me like that, and I'm going blank. Who the heck owns Tesla? I know his name. Oh my gosh. You guys will let me know. You like the cup? Yeah, it's the Stadium Cup from the 2018 season. Is that new? I use it sometimes. Coop reminds me of Rude Jude. Who the heck is Rude Jude? Elon Musk. Yes. Elon Musk. That's who you need to contact, Nick, about that time machine. Maybe he can fast forward to the 2020 season. What's up, Young Jedi Kane? We're doing a Q&A, man. If you got any questions, man, just hit me up. Anything you want to know about me. You can't get too personal, I promise. Coop, you look skinny. You ever been fat? How much you weigh? Hey, Elliot, actually, excellent question, man, because I get this a lot. The go-to on my stream when people want to troll me is they say, bro, eat a cheeseburger. Bro, you anorexic AF. What's wrong with you? And skinny shaming is a real thing. Let me tell you, I don't know if anybody else here has to go through it, but skinny shaming is a real thing that people go through. I am naturally just a smaller sized dude. I weigh 115 pounds. The most I've ever weighed is 130. That's it. I'm just a smaller size guy. I'm only 5'6", So you got to keep that in mind also, because a lot of people think I'm like 6 foot or 6'1" or something. I'm not. I'm 5'6". I'm pretty short, but I'm 115 pounds. I've just always been small. People in my family are small, so I just have those type of genes. My metabolism is quick. I eat anything and everything I want, and it does not put weight on me. So everyone's solution is always, bro, just go eat a bunch of cheeseburgers. Well, that ain't going to make me fat. That's just going to make me unhealthy and clog my arteries and give me a heart attack when I'm 30. That's not going to help me gain weight just because I eat a bunch of extra cheeseburgers. You got to do it and be healthy, you know? But I'm just a smaller size guy. I've actually went to the doctor and said, hey, look, like, is everything okay with me? Like, because I'm 30 years old and I weigh 115 pounds. And I've done blood work, I've done scans, and they said you are 100% healthy. You're that's just my build. It's just my build, man. So good question. Who is my favorite Miami Hurricane? It would have been Devin Hester. Devin Hester. Yeah, and don't worry, guys. If you're worried about it, if a question's already been asked, just ask again, because you might just now be tuning in. You know? Born This Way Body Arts in Knoxville. I've heard of them, Taylor. Detail. I want detail. Listen, Taylor, I'll dump some money into it, bro. I'm serious. I'll dump some money into a really cool tattoo. What's your wife's nationality? I mean, she's on everything she does. She just puts down Caucasian, but her family is from Mexico. Her dad actually came here from Mexico a long time ago when he was younger. You weighed that in the 6th grade. A lot of people probably do, VT. I'm a flyweight. Yeah, man. They have to make a new division for me in the UFC. Demetrius, I'm doing good, man. I'm getting to know you guys. You guys are getting to know me. You're 5'6". How tall do you think I was, AJ? Yeah, I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6", and a lot of people, if you guys scroll through my comment section, a lot of people who try to troll me, that's what they always do, is skinny shame me. Tell me something I don't already know, you know? I've been told that my whole life. You think it hurts my feelings? Try again. Coop, you want some older Nike Authentic and a Nike Pro Combat jersey? I mean, I think you should probably hang on to them, Matt, if that's what you're asking. Coop, Kobe, or LeBron, who's better? I'm actually in that same boat, Ian, of people who say I'm not doing the comparisons anymore with that because of what happened with Kobe Bryant, rip Kobe Bryant. The comparison's just not even needed in my opinion. I'm not downing your question. That's not that. That's just my personal stance. No comparison needed at this point. They just go out and ball out and play basketball and love it, man. Coop looks like a young Ken Dorsey. I'm just saying. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm going to take that as a compliment, man. Thank you, Chris. But no, she's not. Her dad moved from Mexico when he was like 18.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
How do I get that U by my name, Coop?
Thank you, Southwest Florida Kane. Thank you for another $1.99, man. Tearing it up tonight. The way you get the U by your name is becoming a Canes Fam member. I'm always transparent about it. It's 100% optional. You click the join button beside the subscribe button. And if the join button's not there, there's a link in the description. It costs $5 per month, if I'm not mistaken. And what it does is that gives you that U beside your name. It lights up your name green in the chat, so it makes it easier for me to see your messages. And then you get special emotes you can use in the chat. So there's like some foam U hands, Manny Diaz's head. And it's really fun during the live hangouts for the games because I have like a ref doing a touchdown. I have the flag. I'll put them in the chat so you can see them, Southwest Florida Kane. But it's optional. Don't feel obligated like you have to do it. But I'll put them in there so you can see. Canes fan members get to use those that I just put down in the chat. It's fun on game day watching people be like, a flag, throw the flag, where's it at? And they're spamming them in the chat and stuff, so it's a good time. You were thinking 5'10" to 6 foot? Yeah, man, nowhere close. I'm short, bro. 5'6". The first thing when I met people at the FSU game in 2018, They walked up to me and they were like, "Hey, Coop!" And then you know what the first thing was they said? "Dude, you're shorter than I thought you would be." That's gonna be the first thing you guys are gonna tell me when you meet me at the FSU game. What's going on, Ghost? I'll put money on it. First thing you guys are gonna say to me. Oh man. Deuce, what's going on, man? How you feeling tonight? How's your Valentine's Day? Did anybody have a real good Valentine's Day, or is it just all right? Yeah, both of the players are good in their own respect, man. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you for the kind words. Ballard Sports Media says I'm new. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you. Coop gets in the game and movies on kids, right? I wonder if I shaved this off if I could. Like, I wonder if I took off what little bit of facial hair that I have, if I could get, like, order off the kids menu when they do, like, kids eat free on Wednesday nights at my local Mexican restaurant, if I could do that. Maybe, I don't know, man. That's a good idea, actually. I ain't going to complain with free food. All right? You were 5'6", 115 and played football at high school. You must have had a tough mentality out there on the field. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to sit here and try to like brag or be like, oh, I was this big, bad, tough dude. But I did have to be very tough because pretty much 90% of the other players that were on the field were bigger than me. So, yeah, when I got knocked down, I had to get right back up. You know what I'm saying? I have a picture of me when I played high school ball. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. I've showed it on stream a couple times. Oh boy, he did it. Southwest Florida Cane, he did it.
We ballin', boy.
We ballin', boy. Thank you, newest Canes fan member, Southwest Florida Cane. You'll have to refresh the stream for those emails to show up and for that U to pop up by your name. You might have to close out of it and come back in. Welcome to the Canes fam, man. I appreciate the support. I told you, man, that helps me more than you know. That goes towards new equipment. It goes towards upgrading and all that good stuff, man. I appreciate that so much. Here's a picture of me when I played football. Here we go. Let's see that U by your name, bro. Let's see it. Oh, yeah, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. I love it. It's a lot easier to see your messages, too. Let me show you guys what I looked like in high school when I played football. Now, I want your initial reaction. I want you to be like, bro, you look tough. Or like, dude, you really were skinny, right? Like, or look at that hair. Like, I want your initial reaction when I put it on the screen. I'm going to leave it there for like 10 to 20 seconds. All right, here we go. Initial reaction, Coop in high school. Wide receiver and safety when needed. Listen, I could sniff that ball out, bro. Let me tell you. Let's see it. Let's see initial reaction. What do y'all think? I know it's delayed, so they gonna come in. Oh gosh. Listen, I took a beating. You know, sometimes running that scout team the scout team offense is tough, man. You know, it was, but I got to play some. I said I had to be tough. I had to be tough, man. Everybody around me weighed 100 more pounds than me. I had to be elusive. You know. Hey, you can't tackle me if you can't catch me, huh? Huh? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tackle me if you can't catch me? I'm just saying. Shake and bake, bro. I was shifty. Alright? Had a little more hair on my head. Look like an extra from the Sandlot. I love it. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I look like a wide receiver. Yeah. Were you fast in high school? A lot faster than I am now. Yeah. A lot faster. Is that 115 with gear on? Surprisingly, no. That's one. I actually got up when I played high school ball to about 130. That's the most I ever weighed. I mean, you're bound to put some weight on when you're doing those two-a-days and stuff. You're gonna put on some pounds. I was packing in the protein, man, and working out a lot. I would love to feel like that again. I felt like a machine, to be honest with you guys. Now that I'm 30 and I work all the time and don't get to work out and stuff, I felt like an absolute machine. I could run and run and run and run and run. I never had to stop. I could just keep running. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be in shape, man. I got to tell you. Braves Canes 36. Welcome to the Canes fam, man. Appreciate the love and the support. I can't believe it. I can't believe the amount of love you guys are showing me tonight in the stream like this. That's huge, man. Canes family is the best family, period. Braves Canes 36. Again, that helps out the channel so much, bro. And make sure you refresh the stream. You might have to exit out, come back in. You'll have a nice little sweet U by your name. And then you've got some emotes you can use as well that only Canes fan members get to use. Let's see that U by your name, man. Were you in the movie Bad News Bears? Nope. Oh. You would have been washing my jersey. Oh, man. I got to play a little. I had a couple, I had a couple of touchdowns, as a matter of fact. If y'all want to know the truth. I ain't got no reason to brag. I didn't play a lot. But I had a couple touchdowns. That shake and bake, man. Any more questions? Any more questions in this stream? Football related, not football related. Don't matter. Are you bald? I am not bald. No. There's some hair up here. Hey? Huh? There's some hair up there. We'll do a hair reveal again one day. I haven't showed you guys my hair in 2 or 3 years. Like a young Ron Jeremy. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't really make the argument anymore, Snake Spencer. Ever since I made that video telling people that we should stop living in the past so much, I don't make the argument. Now, obviously, of course, I'm wearing the hat. I know, and it's got the ... But I'm just saying, I don't throw that in people's face as much as I used to. I used to always say, well, 5 national championships, and well, we did it. Man, like, I'm yes, don't forget about your past, and it does help shape your future, but I'm ready to be relevant again now. You know, I made this argument that there are players coming up now, recruits that were not even alive. They weren't even born the last time Miami won a national championship. Talk about being irrelevant to some of these guys. Yeah, we have a rich, deep history, and they see it on ESPN. They've watched 30 for 30, and they see all this stuff. But, bro, they weren't even alive the last time we were that relevant. You know what I'm saying? So I've not been throwing that in people's faces much anymore because I want to be relevant now. Did you run track in high school? I didn't, no. But I can promise you that when we were running 110s at practice, I was the last one off the field because I could run 110s for days. Days. I can't do that anymore. But, man, they'd be like, yeah, to end practice, we need to run 20 110s. I'm about 20? I'll run 30. At the end of the practice, guys, listen, it's a long, long practice. You know, we need to run 30 110s. 30 110s, I'll run 40. Like, I could just run and run and run. It's kind of crazy looking back at it, man. To be in shape again, let me tell you. Are you doing an XFL live stream tomorrow? I don't know, Big Reg. I'm undecided at the moment. I thought I was going to do it. And then I was kind of like, I don't know. 30 touchdowns in 2020? Ooh, if it's a true up-tempo spread offense and it clicks for everybody, that is a true possibility, Southwest Florida, Kane. It actually is a real possibility. No joke. Did you ever play Bledsoe County? No, we didn't. The big teams in my area would be the Maryville Rebels and the Alcoa Tornadoes. Those are probably the biggest known high school teams in my area. We played like Sevier County, Heritage. But those are going to be the two that if anybody here is not from here still might actually recognize because they regularly play for state championships. I mean, I hope you're right, Tarbadon. I hope you're right. And I do want Manny Diaz to be successful. I've been very vocal about that. I'll provide constructive criticism, but at the end of the day, I do want Manny Diaz to succeed because when Manny Diaz succeeds, that means the Miami Hurricanes succeed. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions for the chill Q&A? This, like I said, the support's just been almost overwhelming. It just blows my mind. What? B. Karofsky, that actually made me laugh. What did you and the wife do for Valentine's Day, or does that start with the stream heads? We don't do anything for Valentine's Day, actually. I mentioned earlier that I think it's about this. It's a card and candy holiday. It's a day for card companies, candy companies, and restaurants to make some extra bank and line their pockets. So we actually don't do anything. Forrest Gump, Coop. Run and run, right? I run for days, Russell. Even running the stadium, man, didn't bother me one bit. Everybody else is throwing up, puking. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? But then they'd lay me out on the field, and they'd be like, what's wrong with you, Coop? So, they got me back. Coop, do you work out or go to a gym? I renewed and got a gym membership to Planet Fitness this year, John. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have not been yet. I'm so busy. It's tough.
To wear to you on the side of your helmet.
Coop, who's your basketball and baseball team?
My basketball and baseball team. 221 exclusive. Thank you so much, bro, for the $1.99. Are you referring to NBA or college level? Hit me back with that. Don't donate to ask. Just pop it in there, and I'll let you know. Appreciate you, man. LeBron or MJ? I mean, see, again, for me, it's hard to make those comparisons anymore because we're talking about, and I know you guys are like, here goes Coop riding the fence and being vague, but would you agree that it's two totally different times? Like, basketball has evolved and changed, so how would, listen, this is the way my brain thinks, and it's so bad sometimes. It's really annoying that I think this way. How would LeBron do in MJ's era? How would MJ do in LeBron's era? And then I just start overthinking it, and then at that point, I'm like, oh, forget it. NBA and Major League Baseball. NBA, my team would have to be the Heat, but I regularly watch Heat games and I watch Lakers games. Y'all like those Heat jerseys, right? The Vice, the pink and blue. Please tell me you guys like those. Come on now. I saw so many people commenting on Twitter and stuff with garbage can emojis. Those things are dope. I love them. Are there any Miami Hurricanes game watches in your area, Tennessee? You might have to reword that, Dante, or I'm reading it weird. Are there any Miami Hurricanes game watches in your area? Maybe you mean watchers like other Canes fans? And Major League Baseball, T2Y, I don't watch Major League Baseball. I played baseball growing up, but I find it very boring to watch. It's fun to play, but it's boring to watch, in my opinion. So I actually don't follow a Major League Baseball team. But thank you for the questions, man. Mark Dudley mic drop. What'd he say? MJ played in the physical era. LeBron flops. But see, that's the thing. The thing is, here's where I struggle with that. Because you are right. I have seen lots of NBA players flop nowadays. But here's the other argument. It's become part of the game, but let me finish that sentence with saying, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks. It's a sucky situation to be in. I would prefer to be in that more physical era, though. I'm not going to lie, especially when it comes to basketball. Back when when we'd go play, at my local park, and if you call a foul if you got fouled. Otherwise, you keep playing. I know that's not the way the NBA works, and it ain't going to ever work like that. But I'm just saying, and you didn't want to call it because that meant that you weren't tough, and you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to call it. You're like, no, I'm good, bro. Keep playing. We'll keep going. But it's an interesting conversation. You have the D Wade Vice jersey. Oh man, I love those jerseys. Love them. Dennis Wilson, how you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, but maybe I have. Maybe I have. Are there any Miami fans near you in Tennessee? Yes. I actually went and had lunch with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, are you still here? I think he's still here. We actually went out and had lunch. He contacted me and he's like, hey, man, I live like 10 to 20 minutes from you. And I was like, let's go eat. Let's go talk Canes. And I tell the story a lot, but he tried to pay for the meal. And I said if he beat me in arm wrestling, he could pay for it. And let's just say I ended up paying for it. No, I'm just playing. But we did meet up and have lunch and stuff. He's a real good guy. I don't know if he's still here or not. But yeah, there are a couple of Miami fans near me. Yeah. I feel you, Leon. I feel you, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's just the way my brain works. I'm an overthinker, and I like to overanalyze stuff. And if any of you have that kind of mindset, and don't worry, we're about to wrap up. I've been live for almost 2 hours, but it's a tough mindset to have to think like that. What did I say, Russell? What did I say? Did I say Russell Harris? I know it's Russell Harrison, but I may have said something else. But yeah, Russell Harrison, if I said his name wrong. He's still in the building. Ooh, that's early T2Y. Well, I'm glad that you're okay, man, after everything with replacing your tire and everything. And I appreciate the support tonight, man. Thank you for everything. It's kind of fun. Be honest with me. Do you guys like these types of streams? If we did a stream like this, like once a month or like 3 times a year or something like that, just to give new people an opportunity to ask me questions, and then it gives us an opportunity to talk about whatever the heck we want, right? Right now we're having a LeBron MJ argument. Like we can talk about whatever we want, because when I do the live hangouts for games, we're talking about the games. When I do the night before streams, we're talking about the matchup coming up the next day. You know what I'm saying? I said Wilson. Oh. I'm thinking of the quarterback, Russell. Russell, I just start speaking too fast, and all of a sudden, football players' names just start spitting out of my mouth. Russell Harrison, yep. In my brain, I'm saying Russell Harrison, but you live in a house or an apartment, rich or poor neighborhood, live with hillbillies. Okay, listen, Elliot. All right. I live in a house. My wife and I actually bought our house when we were 20, when we got married. So I have a mortgage payment. I don't rent. I figured starting out, this was an area that I kind of liked. So I was like, I'm going to work on owning it, So we did purchase a house at 20. I wouldn't say it's rich or poor neighborhood. It's just kind of in the middle. I'm definitely not rich. I am far from it. I wouldn't say I'm poor. I mean, I'm blessed. I have a roof over my head. If you really think about it, a lot of us are blessed. We have a lot of first world problems. A lot of my problems are I open the fridge and I'm like, I don't want anything in here, so I'll just go to one of the 50 restaurants that I can go to and choose what type of food I want. You know what I'm saying? So really, most of us are blessed, even though if you're going through some things, it's first world problems. But I just kind of live in okay neighborhood. I do have some crazy people who live around me, though. The guy that used to live behind me dubbed himself the neighborhood watch, and he would sit on his roof with a rifle all night and watch as people would go in and out. No joke. He was on a whole nother level. Listen, and he ain't around anymore, and I ain't gonna comment on that. But listen, whoo. So, but I'll have to rewatch. A lot of interesting questions thrown out tonight, Cypher. I laid it out, Cypher, and said, you ask me whatever you want to ask me. Anything. And people ask some pretty good questions, Cypher. So it might be a good rewatch. And I've been surprised. The support's been amazing, Cypher. Absolutely amazing. We hit at one point, I think, 115 people in here for a Q&A. That's pretty dope. All right, this may have already been asked, but what do you do for a living? Growing up, what did you want to be? Growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. And then I found out you had to go to school for like a quarter of your life, and I said, never mind. What do I do for a living right now? Believe it or not, so a lot of people don't know this, I do YouTube, and I also have my own business that I do somewhere. I don't push it, so I don't advertise my company. My wife and I have had it for about 3 years now. I think I said 2 earlier, but it's been about 3 years, where we do audio visual. So I wire up whole home audio and 5.1, 7.1 home theater systems in new construction homes, computer work, stuff like that. But I do YouTube and my business kind of on the side, just leisurely. Before that, I worked for a local computer shop for 7 years building custom gaming PCs, but they closed down last October. And I didn't tell anyone that on this channel until tonight. And the reason why, I was very upfront about it. I didn't want you guys, I didn't want to be that YouTuber that came online that day and was like, guys, like, listen, they closed down. And, you know, and I didn't want you guys to feel like you needed to donate money to me because I technically didn't work a real job or have a job at the time. So I just never said anything. It's on me to make things happen and make things work and earn the money that I need to pay my bills. And the people that support on this channel, I hope it's because I give you content that you enjoy, that you find it entertaining. I hope that's why you guys support and why you donate. I don't ever want people to feel sorry for me or feel obligated or pressured to support or donate or anything like that. That's never my intent, just a heads up. Do you have any pets? I have a Siberian Husky. Yep, she's 10 years old. Got her when my wife and I got married. Which teams make you most nervous coming up in 2020? I'm assuming you're referring to teams that we are going to play. The list is fairly lengthy for me, actually, because the only thing I have to go off of right now is our 2019 season and then what I hope it's going to turn into, but I realistically don't know what that's going to be, right? We really don't know yet because we've not even seen this offense with our own 2 eyes yet at Miami. But I would say right now, I am worried about Michigan State. I would also be worried about one of the just meh coastal teams. Somebody maybe like Virginia Tech or even Georgia Tech. So that would probably kind of be my answer for now. I'll be able to give you a more accurate answer in the next month or two. What's going on, LDog14? Any more tough questions, guys? I'm about to wrap it up. I'll probably wrap it up in about 2 hours. We support because you're family, brother. Appreciate you, Karofsky. Appreciate it, man. I'm serious. I know I say it all the time, but this is the best family. Period. Nobody can change my mind on that. I'll hear people out, right? You know, I let opposing teams fans come on and trash talk and whatever, and I will hear you out. But nobody, I'm sorry. I know there are some opposing teams fans in here right now.
This is what it takes.
Nobody can tell me there's a better family than Kane's family.
On the side of your helmet.
That's a losing argument for you. Let me go ahead and tell you. Jamal, thank you for the 2, my friend. Appreciate the support and the love. I'm liking this conversation, actually, though, with the MJ LeBron stuff. I'm reading what you guys are putting, even though I'm not reading it out loud. Favorite Canes hat, you already know, Lewis Lee. I got 2 of them. Check this out. What do you guys like better? What do you guys like better, the black version or the orange version? You watching XFL tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know if I'll do a live hangout, but I am going to watch it. For those of you that follow the Vipers, did you see that Aaron Murray is not playing tomorrow? I think that the Vipers pull out a dub with Flowers starting. I don't know why he did. I don't know why a lot of times he would come in for a play or two and then they would put Aaron Murray back in and it would be like a third and goal or a fourth and goal and then you bring Murray back in instead of Flowers? Nah. So I think they'll do better. Actually, I like Flowers quite a bit. Do Knighton remind you of Greg Cooper? Maybe. I mean, I could see that a little bit potentially. Do you follow other Miami sports teams or just football? I keep an eye on Miami basketball and baseball a little bit, even heck, volleyball and golf and stuff, because I support everything Miami Hurricanes, or just Miami, the University of Miami in general. But I'm just not as passionate about those sports as I am football. So people ask me all the time, are you going to do Miami Hurricanes basketball videos? Are you going to do baseball videos? No, because I'm just not as passionate about those sports as I am football. You know, when we talk football, I start flipping tables. My blood pressure rises. I get heated. I'll get, you know what I mean? So it's just different when we talk football. AMA, is it Ama? I don't remember how I'm supposed to pronounce your name. I think I've asked you this in the past, but thank you for stopping in. But I wanted to give you guys, we'll probably wrap it up at that. I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to get to know me a little bit better. Because again, we've went from 6,000 subscribers in February 2019 to 12,000 subscribers in February 2020. So hopefully we have that kind of growth again. We grew roughly 6,000 subscribers over the last year, which is crazy. That's mind-blowing. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to get to know me, and maybe people will watch the VOD. If you're watching this after the fact and you made it to the end, thank you so much for rewatching a live stream or watching it for the first time, and leave a comment down below. Maybe ask me another question or two, and I'll comment back on it. And anybody who's here right now that's chatting, leave a comment. If I missed your question, I apologize. Just leave it down in the comment section, and I'll go back through and respond to them. That sound good? We got a deal? It's whatever you want. Okay, gotcha. Or just Justin is a little bit easier. I'll try to remember Justin. What shoe size? 10. I wear a 10. What's up, Ben? How you doing, man? We're wrapping up. We're wrapping everything up, guys. Does watching Canes games give you anxiety? Sometimes. Sometimes after the game, I kid you not, guys, after the game is over, I have to like lean my chair back and sit for a good 30 minutes before I try to even do anything. Because you guys know how I always do the post-game stuff. No, listen, I got to sit for 30 minutes to an hour and just cool my jets for a little bit and calm myself down before I get into that. Hey, thank you, Casey. It was good hearing from you, man. Bears, Cubs, Canes, it was good to see you. Thank you guys for all the love and the support tonight. I actually want to take a moment, since this is kind of a more personal stream, and just thank everybody who supported tonight. So Nick Polly 48 with the massive, still mind-blowing $50 donation. Thank you for that, my friend. It was good to see you again, Nicholas. Jamal with the 2, T2Y with the 2. We had 2 new Canes fan members, Braves Canes 36 and Southwest Florida Cane. Appreciate you guys for the love. Southwest Florida Cane with a couple of donations, a 5 and a 2. Mark Dudley, the Michigan fan, with the 5. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Bears, Cubs, Canes with a 5. Southwest Florida Cane with another 15, actually, and another 10 at the beginning. Whew. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yo, Coop, when we go and get that FSU disc live, the disc tracks are coming back for the 2020 season. You best believe it. I need to top. How do I top, though, doing the Gators disc track in a watermelon kiddie pool with my socks on in the turnover chain? Like, how do I top that, man? Like, I got to be on my A game in the 2020 season. I have a lot of really fun things planned. I'm not eating paper. You're right. No more paper eating for 2020. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. It's never coming back. Mark my words. It will not happen. For 2020, I'm thinking about, I'm ordering a Miami Hurricanes authentic game day helmet, basically, one that you can actually wear. And I'm going to get my brother a helmet as well. I'm giving you guys some inside stuff. And I want to do some, like, Canes DBs be like videos. And then, like, do some things that how Canes DBs act, or Canes quarterbacks be like? You guys know what kind of videos I'm talking about. Maybe it's not making sense. Some of you know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to do some unique videos like that, plus the diss tracks are coming back, plus we're going to, the previews, of course, the night before streams. And we got a long ways to go, though, guys. Spring is coming up, and dang, I mean, how long is spring? Is 2 weeks away? 2 Saturdays from now, we're going to be talking spring ball. Let that sink in for a minute. Good times to be a Miami Hurricanes fan. We're super pumped and excited. New life has been breathed into the program, right? Just imagine if we were going into 2020 spring with Dan Eno still on the staff. I know I said that in my last video, but whew, we dodged a bullet, right? Whew. Justin, all right, good. I can keep up with it now. You think Tua's little bro is coming to Miami? I do not. No. I don't think, actually, that there's any chance of that happening. Don't think so. But, hey, thank you for the love tonight, guys. Thank you for the donations. We did get a couple of new subs as well. I hope I remember to thank you guys. Ballard Sports Media, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you for the donations, new members. This was fun. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something about me, and I got to learn a couple of things about you guys as well. And we're going to have to continue this LeBron MJ argument in the comment section, because this seems to be a heated argument, and it looks like we can't come to an agreement, and that's good. We don't have to agree. We're not going to agree on everything. Hey, Lars, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you. This was a good, just kind of positive environment to be in. You know, this kind of lifted my spirits for the weekend. I wasn't having a good week this week, to be honest with you guys. It's been kind of rough. Middle name, good one to end on, Robin. My middle name is Ira. I-R-A. 3 letters. I think it's kind of unique, but I don't know. Maybe you guys know a bunch of Iras, for all I know. But appreciate the love tonight. College football fans, college football family, Canes fam. I'm going to play an outro screen. Let's, what I want you to, what do we end on? It's generic. It's generic as heck, all right? It's generic as heck. But how about we end on a Go Canes? Come on now. Come on, I know we got some Georgia fans. We even got some Florida fans in here. Give me some Go Canes, baby. Let's go. Spring is 2 weeks away. Hey, love you guys. I'll see you real soon, all right? Let me see you.